People may fail you, but God never will. Your words can heal or hurt. Choose life. Have you ever felt utterly alone, as if the world has turned its back on you? It's a heavy burden, a shadow that can follow you, making each step feel heavier than the last. We've all been there, in that valley of despair, where promises feel like empty echoes and trust seems like a fragile thing as Ellie's shattered. It's in these moments that we often forget a fundamental, unshakable truth, a promise that was made long before we drew our first breath. Think about it. Friends might drift away, family might misunderstand, and even our own strength can falter. We build our lives on foundations we believe are solid, only to see them crack under pressure. But what if I told you there's a foundation that never cracks, a presence that never fades? The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 6, gives us this incredible assurance. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Let that sink in. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. This isn't just a hopeful phrase. It's a divine covenant. Imagine a young woman, her face streaked with tears, shoulders slumped under the weight of disappointment. The world she knew has crumbled. She feels abandoned, lost in a sea of gray. But then, a flicker of light. She remembers this promise. She clings to it, not as a last resort, but as a first and truest hope. Slowly, she lifts her head. The despair begins to recede, replaced by a dawning realization. She is not alone. God is with her, a constant, unwavering presence. This is the transformation faith brings. It takes us from that place of despondency and breathes life back into our weary souls. Suddenly, the gray fades and color returns. Her posture straightens. A smile touches her lips. She isn't just surviving. She is filled with hope. Why? Because her circumstances didn't change overnight, but her perspective did. She anchored her soul to God's unfailing promise. She realized that while people and circumstances are temporary, God's love and presence are eternal. He is the rock that stands firm when everything else is shifting sand. When you embrace this truth, you are no longer defined by your struggles, but by the strength of the one who walks beside you. Now, let's talk about another incredible power we possess, one that we use every single day, often without a second thought. Our words. Proverbs 18, verse 21, tells us something profound. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Life and death. That's the magnitude of the power held within our speech. Your words are not just sounds. They are seeds. You can plant seeds of encouragement, hope, and love, or you can sow seeds of negativity, doubt, and pain. Think of the despondent woman again. What words was she hearing? Perhaps the harsh criticisms of others, or maybe even the cruel whispers of her own inner critic. You're not good enough. You'll never succeed. You're all alone. These words are like poison, slowly draining the life and color from her world. They create a prison of despair, reinforcing the lie that she is worthless and abandoned. We've all felt the sting of a careless word, a sharp criticism that replays in our minds long after it was spoken. It hurts. It can break a spirit. That is the power of death in the tongue. But now, consider the alternative. Imagine speaking words of life over her. You are strong. You are loved. God has a purpose for you. You are not your mistakes. These words are like water to a parched soul. They are a healing balm. As she begins to hear and believe these truths, the transformation is visible. The light returns to her eyes. She is the hopeful woman now, radiant and confident, not because her problems vanished, but because she was nourished by words of life. The words we speak to others, and just as importantly, to ourselves, have the power to build up or tear down. They can be a bridge to connection or a wall of isolation. Every day, you have a choice. Will your words be a weapon that wounds, or an instrument that heals? Will you speak doubt, or will you speak faith? Will you echo the negativity of the world, or will you declare the promises of God? When you see someone struggling, offer a word of encouragement. It might be the very thing they need to keep going. When you face your own battles, speak God's truth over your situation. Remind yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. This is how we eat the fruit of the tongue. By choosing life-giving words, we cultivate a harvest of hope, strength, and love in our lives and in the lives of those around us. So, we have two foundational truths to carry with us. First, God's promise is unfailing. He is our constant companion, our unshakable rock who will never, ever leave you. In your darkest hour, cling to Him. He is your hope and your strength. Second, your words have immense power. They can bring life or they can bring death. Choose to speak life, build people up, encourage them, and speak God's truth into every situation. Let your words be a source of healing and hope in a world that so desperately needs it. By holding on to God's promise and using our words for good, we not only transform our own lives, but also become a beacon of light for others. You have the power to change your world and the world of those around you. Embrace it. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please show your support. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Faith Bible for more content that builds your faith. We'll see you in the next video.